Life has a way of testing us, pushing us to our limits, questioning our faith, and challenging our resolve. But I am here today to remind you of something vital: never give up, because great things take time. We live in a world that often promotes instant results, where success seems like it should happen overnight. But the truth is, the most worthwhile achievements, the dreams that are most deeply ingrained in our hearts, take time. These are the kinds of goals that demand our patience, persistence, and faith. They require us to keep going, even when it feels like we are moving at a snail's pace, or when the world around us seems to have sped up and left us behind. I want you to think about your greatest accomplishment, or perhaps the dream you're striving to achieve right now. I want you to remember that, just like the mighty oak tree, the strongest and most enduring things in life take time to grow. The roots of your success are being formed in those moments when you feel like nothing is happening. And if you give up too soon, you might miss the opportunity for something truly extraordinary. The road to greatness is rarely a straight line. There will be detours, there will be obstacles, and there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But it's in those very moments that you must hold on tighter and keep pushing forward. Progress is not always visible, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Think about the most successful people you admire. They didn't reach the peak of their success by giving up when things got hard or when progress seemed slow. They believed in the process. They trusted that their time would come, and so must you. Remember, every step you take, every small victory, and every setback is part of the larger picture. So celebrate the small wins, keep your eyes on the vision, and be patient with yourself. Your journey is unique, and it's worth every moment. Great things take time, but you are worth the wait. Don't rush the process. Keep believing, keep striving, and keep going, because the best is yet to come. Patience in the process is something we often overlook, especially in today's fast-paced world where we are constantly reminded to move quickly, achieve instantly, and expect results now. We live in a society that pushes us to seek quick fixes and shortcuts. Social media platforms showcase success stories that seem to unfold in an instant, and in those moments, it's easy to forget that behind every achievement there is a long, often unseen journey. But here's the truth: true success, real growth, and the pursuit of meaningful dreams require patience. The process is just as important, if not more so, than the final outcome. Great things aren't born overnight. They take time, they take effort. They take an unshakable belief that the work you are doing today will pay off tomorrow, even if you can't see it yet. Think about nature for a moment. Trees don't grow in a day. Seeds must be planted, watered, and nurtured before they eventually sprout, and it's a gradual process that takes time. Even after they have grown, they still face the elements. Yet we never question whether they'll stand tall. We know that nature has its rhythm. It knows that growth happens in cycles, and it takes patience to go through each stage. The same is true for us. We must trust the process, allow ourselves to evolve, and let our dreams unfold in their own time. When you're working toward a goal, it's easy to feel impatient. You might look at others around you and see them advancing more quickly or achieving results faster, and it can be tempting to compare yourself to them. But comparison is a dangerous thing. It takes away from your own journey and distorts the reality of what you're going through. Everyone's path is different. What may take one person a year may take another a decade. This doesn't mean you're behind or doing something wrong. It simply means your journey is uniquely yours. The most significant growth often happens in moments when we feel stuck, frustrated, or as though we are moving nowhere. It's important to recognize that these periods are not wasted time, they are part of the process. Every challenge you face, every setback you experience, and every time you feel like giving up, you are learning, you are building resilience, you are developing the patience required to keep going. You're sharpening the tools you'll need for greater success. Patience in the process also teaches us about perseverance. It's not enough to want something and wish for it to happen. You must show up every day, do the work, and trust that you are heading in the right direction. The process may not always feel rewarding in the moment, but it is. Every small effort compounds over time. Those small steps you take each day, whether it's working on a project, improving a skill, or even just showing up when you don't feel like it, are all part of the bigger picture. Think about the great inventors, the entrepreneurs, and the leaders who have shaped history. They didn't get where they are because they sought immediate success. They encountered failure, rejection, and times when things didn't seem to be moving forward. But they kept going. They didn't give up. They stayed patient, trusting that the time and effort they were investing would eventually pay off. And it did. Success for them didn't look like an instant burst of achievement. It was the result of steady, unwavering effort over time. As you walk your own path, it's essential to remind yourself that every step is necessary, even if it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Patience isn't about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about trusting that the work you put in today will manifest in ways you might not yet see. Trust that the journey you're on is unfolding exactly as it should, and the results will follow in their own time. No matter how long it takes, if you persist and trust in the process, you will get where you want to go. So embrace the journey, embrace the time it takes. Trust in the process, knowing that with every moment you are one step closer to achieving something great. Patience in the process is what builds the foundation for success. It's what allows us to grow, to learn, and to evolve. In the end, you'll find that the waiting wasn't just a period of time, it was a crucial part of your story. It was the very thing that made the end result even more rewarding, because you earned it through patience, persistence, and a belief that great things take time. Persistence is the backbone of success. It is the quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. In our fast-paced world, we are often told that results should come quickly, and that we should be able to measure success almost immediately. However, the reality is that great accomplishments rarely happen in the blink of an eye. The road to success is long, winding, and full of obstacles. It requires persistence, a commitment to keep going despite the challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. When you embark on any goal or dream, there will inevitably be moments when progress seems slow or non-existent. You may put in hours of hard work, and yet nothing seems to move forward. This can be one of the hardest parts of any journey. It's tempting in these moments to throw in the towel, to believe that the goal isn't worth the struggle, or that perhaps you're simply not cut out for success. But this is precisely where persistence matters the most. You see, persistence is not about never facing failure or never feeling like you've hit a wall. It's about continuing to move forward, even when you can't see the immediate fruits of your labor. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that every small effort is part of a greater whole. True success doesn't happen because someone is always perfect or always wins. It happens because someone refuses to quit. They push through the setbacks, rise above the challenges, and keep moving toward their goal, no matter how many times they stumble. There is power in persistence because it teaches us to embrace failure not as a sign of defeat, but as an opportunity to learn and grow. Every failure, every setback, and every obstacle is a lesson in disguise. In those moments of struggle, you are being shaped into someone stronger, more capable, and more resilient. The people who ultimately succeed aren't the ones who have never fallen. They are the ones who have fallen and chosen to rise again. They are the ones who know that success is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them head on and using them as stepping stones towards something greater. Think about the stories of successful entrepreneurs, athletes, or artists. They all have one thing in common: persistence. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He faced failure after failure in his pursuit of inventing the light bulb. Many people told him it was impossible, but he didn't stop. He kept going, and in the end, his persistence paid off in ways that changed the world. Or consider an athlete training for the Olympics. There is nothing glamorous about waking up before dawn every day to practice, especially when there are no guarantees of victory. But athletes who persist, who keep pushing themselves even when it feels like progress is slow, are the ones who eventually stand on the podium. This lesson of persistence applies to all of us, regardless of our goals. Whether you are working toward a promotion at work, trying to build a successful business, or simply striving to be a better version of yourself, persistence is key. The truth is, you will face challenges. You will encounter moments of self-doubt. You will question whether it's worth it. But in those moments, persistence is what will carry you through. It will push you to keep going when everything inside you tells you to stop. It's also important to remember that persistence is not about mindlessly repeating the same actions over and over without reflection. It's about remaining committed to your goal while being willing to adapt and learn along the way. Persistence doesn't mean stubbornly sticking to a plan that isn't working. It means being open to adjusting your approach, trying new strategies, and being flexible in your pursuit of success. It's about continuing to put in the effort, even when things aren't going exactly as planned. The key is to understand that success is not an overnight event. It is a series of small, consistent efforts compounded over time. Every time you show up, every time you keep going when it's tough, you are building momentum. And momentum is a powerful force. Over time, your persistence will add up, creating results that you may not even realize were possible in the beginning. The next time you find yourself frustrated or discouraged, remember that persistence is your greatest ally. It is what will help you overcome the doubts, the challenges, and the setbacks that come your way. Keep going. Stay committed. Keep showing up. And know that with each step forward, you are getting closer to your dreams. The road to success is rarely a straight line, but persistence will always get you to the destination. Embracing the journey is often harder than simply focusing on the end goal. In a world where we are constantly urged to achieve, succeed, and reach the finish line as quickly as possible, it's easy to lose sight of the importance of the process. We often become so fixated on the destination, the prize, the recognition, the accomplishment that we forget to appreciate the path that leads us there. But the truth is, the journey is just as significant as the destination, if not more so. It's through the journey that we learn, grow, and truly discover what we are capable of. When you are working towards something meaningful, the path is rarely smooth. It's filled with challenges, twists, turns, and bumps along the way. There will be moments when it feels like the obstacles are insurmountable, or when progress seems slow, almost invisible. It's in these moments that it becomes essential to shift your focus from the destination to the journey itself. The process, the small steps, the lessons learned, and the experience gained is where true growth happens. Too often we expect that success will come all at once. We imagine that when we finally reach our goal, everything will fall into place, and we'll feel a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. But what we often fail to realize is that the sense of accomplishment we seek is not a singular moment that happens at the finish line. It is built over time through the small wins, the setbacks, the lessons, and the moments of resilience that occur along the way. When you embrace the journey, you begin to appreciate the small victories. You celebrate the minor milestones that you achieve because they are all part of the larger picture. If you can learn to find joy in the process, you'll realize that the journey itself becomes just as rewarding as the destination. The truth is, the more you focus on the present moment and the steps you're taking today, the more fulfilled you'll feel along the way. It's about taking pride in the effort, in showing up each day, and in doing the work whether you feel ready for it or not. In fact, it is often through the challenges of the journey that we uncover our deepest strengths. When everything is going well, it's easy to feel confident. But it's when things get tough that you truly see what you're made of. Every obstacle is an opportunity to test your resilience. Every setback is a chance to learn more about yourself and grow stronger. If you can learn to embrace those difficult moments and find value in the struggle, you will discover new levels of strength and determination that you didn't even know you had. Embracing the journey teaches you the importance of patience. As we move through life, we sometimes forget that things take time. We want the rewards, the accolades, and the recognition right now, but success is rarely an instant process. Embracing the journey means accepting that the road is long and that progress is often slow. It requires trust in the process and faith that every step is leading you somewhere important. There is value in the waiting, the learning, and the developing. The true reward often comes not when you finally achieve the goal, but when you look back and realize just how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how much you've learned along the way. It's also crucial to recognize that the journey is not a solitary one. We are all connected by our shared experiences of growth, struggle, and success. The relationships you build along the way, whether with mentors, colleagues, or even friends, are part of the journey's value. These connections offer support, guidance, and inspiration when you need it most. They remind you that you're not alone and that the challenges you face are part of a larger human experience. As you progress on your path, you will find that the people you meet and the relationships you nurture often become just as valuable as the goals you achieve. The journey is where you develop the qualities that will serve you throughout your life. Patience, persistence, resilience, humility, and gratitude are all born in the process, not at the finish line. The destination may bring you satisfaction, but it is the journey that transforms you. When you shift your mindset from focusing solely on the end goal to truly embracing the journey, you open yourself up to a more fulfilling experience. You learn to appreciate the process, to find joy in the struggle, and to realize that each step forward, no matter how small, is an important part of the larger story. So take a moment to pause, breathe, and truly embrace the journey you're on. Let go of the pressure to rush and recognize the beauty in the path you are walking. Trust that every step you take is leading you closer to where you need to be, and that the growth you're experiencing now is just as important as the success you're working toward. The journey is yours to enjoy, and the more you embrace it, the more rewarding it will become. The importance of patience cannot be overstated when it comes to achieving great things. We live in a world that often celebrates instant gratification. We are surrounded by technology and systems designed to deliver fast results, and this has shaped our expectations. We've grown accustomed to having information at our fingertips, getting responses instantly, and seeing immediate outcomes from our efforts. Yet, when it comes to building something truly meaningful, whether it's a successful career, a business, or personal growth, the process demands something much deeper: patience. Great things take time, and understanding the role patience plays in the journey is essential for anyone who aspires to succeed in anything significant. Patience is about understanding that success is not always immediate, and that the best things in life unfold gradually. It's easy to feel impatient when you're working toward a big goal and not seeing quick results. You may feel like you're putting in the effort, but the fruits of your labor aren't showing up as quickly as you'd hoped. This is the point where many people falter. They become discouraged, believing that perhaps their efforts are not enough or that they are on the wrong path. But patience is about trusting the process. It's about believing that the seeds you're planting today will eventually grow into something magnificent, even if you don't see the sprout immediately. This is where faith comes in. Patience requires a deep belief that, despite the lack of immediate results, your work is contributing to something bigger. Whether you are building a business, a career, or working on personal development, every action you take is a step forward. Even when there is no obvious sign of progress, each effort counts. There is no such thing as wasted time when you are steadily moving toward your goals. Every setback, every challenge, and every moment of delay is a part of the process, preparing you for the success that is yet to come. Think of an artist working on a painting. At the beginning, the canvas may appear empty, and each brushstroke may seem insignificant. However, as the artist continues to work, layering colors and refining the details, the masterpiece slowly begins to take shape. Patience is necessary because the artist understands that the final result cannot be rushed. If the artist were to hurry through the process, the work would lack depth and meaning. Similarly, in our own lives, when we rush to achieve things without giving them the time and care they deserve, we often miss the richness that comes with gradual growth and development. Building something that will last requires patience. Think of a tree growing from a tiny seed. It starts small, and the early stages of its growth may not seem impressive. But with time, care, and patience, it becomes a strong, towering tree with deep roots and branches that can withstand the storms of life. The same is true for us. If we rush through life, eager for the results before we're ready, we risk missing the foundational work that builds resilience, strength, and sustainability. When you practice patience, you develop the ability to stay focused on your long-term vision rather than getting discouraged by short-term challenges. Instead of becoming disheartened by a slow start, you learn to embrace the journey and see the value in every step along the way. Patience helps you remain calm in moments of uncertainty. It allows you to manage your expectations so that you don't become frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like. This calmness and steadiness is crucial in keeping your mind clear, your goals intact, and your energy focused on what truly matters. It's important to remember that patience is not about sitting idly by and waiting for things to happen. Patience is active. It's about continuing to work, continue learning, and continue growing while you wait for the results to manifest. It's about trusting that the right timing will come and staying committed to your path no matter how long it takes. It's a mindset shift, moving from the pressure of immediate results to the understanding that greatness is often a long-term investment. The most successful people understand that patience is not just a virtue but a necessary component of success. Whether they are entrepreneurs, athletes, or artists, they know that the road to achieving great things is not one of instant rewards. It's a journey filled with hard work, persistence, and patience. They also know that with time, every effort compounds. What may seem like a slow process in the beginning is ultimately building something of substance and lasting value. In conclusion, patience is the ability to stay focused on your long-term goals while giving yourself the grace to move at your own pace. It's about trusting that every step, no matter how small, is moving you forward. Patience helps you navigate the ups and downs with resilience, and it ensures that you don't give up too soon when success is just around the corner. Remember, great things don't happen overnight. They take time, persistence, and most importantly, patience. When you embrace patience as part of your journey, you are giving yourself the gift of steady progress toward your dreams. When we talk about the importance of staying focused and not giving up, it's crucial to understand that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Every great success story has been accompanied by moments of doubt, frustration, and failure. But what sets successful people apart is their ability to push through those challenging times, maintain their vision, and keep moving forward. When you encounter a setback, it is not a sign that you are on the wrong path, but rather a challenge to your resilience. The key to overcoming setbacks is understanding that they are temporary. They do not define your future unless you allow them to. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow, to refine your approach, and to get closer to your goal. Persistence is what transforms obstacles into stepping stones. It's important to stay connected to your why, the deeper purpose behind your journey. When you are clear on why you started and what you're working toward, the obstacles seem more manageable. Each step forward, even if small, brings you closer to your ultimate destination. Never give up, because great things take time, and staying focused on your goal will ensure that you don't miss the success that's just around the corner.